For our 9.1 practice, we're going to go through some of these problems together here. So it tells us, number one says, graph each of the following ordered pairs on the coordinate plane and name the quadrant which they are located. So remember, we always want to go over, walk to your elevator, then the elevator takes you up and down. So this one says +2, +1. So we're going to go over +2, up +1, and then let's get our quadrants labeled. So we start positives 1, and then 2, we work around 3, and then 4. So you can see this one was in quadrant 1. So this one here, we have -2. So we start at our origin. We go over -2, up +1. So tell me where that one is located. And then we have -2, -2, and then -1 goes right there. Sometimes it's easy to like skip. We want to go down to this one, but right, -1's right there. And that's in, tell me which quadrant. And then this one here has +2, but then down -1. So there's our 4 points. So tell me what quadrant they're in. And then it says when you connect them, what shape will you make? So go ahead and trace those out and tell me what shape you get there. Okay, number 2, a constellation is a group of stars that form a noticeable pattern in the night sky. It's often named after its form or identified with a mythological feature. So some you may be familiar with are the Big Dipper, which looks like that. And then, or sorry, that's the Little Dipper. And then the Big Dipper, I totally missed the stars, looks like that one. So we're going to graph these here, and then we're going to see, does this constellation we made, does it look like the Big Dipper or the Little Dipper? So we're going to do A is -6, +2. So there's A. And then B, and each one we're going to connect as we go. Connect them in alphabetical order. So B, -4, then, -4, and then +2.5, 2.5. So we're going to go up 1, up 2, but not all the way to 3. We're going to just go right in the middle there is B. So we're going to connect those there. So now we have C is -3, 1, 2, 3, +2. So now we're going here, and then we're going to connect down. Now we have -1.5 over 1.5, up +1.5. So it's right smack in the middle of that square there. Oh, I didn't label. There's C, there's D. Hey, E is -1, and then up 1/2 right there. So there's E. Oh, I lost my lights. And then F is +1 and +0.5. So straight across, there's F. And now G, we're going 1.5 and up 1, 2. There's G. So we can see that it looks like the Big Dipper when we connect those points in order. Hey, number 3, we have give the coordinates of each one. So we're going to find E. So E goes over to 4 and up 1. So over 4, up 1. And then it's going to go F. Oh, we didn't move over, so it's on 0. And we didn't move up, it's also on 0. It's on 0, 0. And then G, we're not moving over at all. G is on 0. And then we go down -3. So when you have a 0, that means it's right on one of those lines. This is on the X line. And if it doesn't move up or down, it'd be on the Y line, like this one. Okay, this one wants to know in which quadrant is the point -4 1/8 and -5/8 located. Now this sounds like a hard, we're like, oh, fractions. No, We're finding the quadrant. We don't even have to graph this. We don't have to graph an eighth or graph 5/8. We just need to know where is negative, negative going to be. So we have quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we start at 0, 0, and if I go negative over 4 and down a little bit into the negatives, I'm in quadrant 3. Quadrant 3 is always negative, negative in quadrant 3. Hey, number 5 tells us that wants to know which ordered pairs are in quadrant 4. So if I'm thinking about my quadrants here, so out to the side, we're going to draw a little grid. So if I go positive, positive, that gets me to quadrant 1. And then I work my way around. So quadrant 1 was positive, positive. To get to quadrant 2, we have to go negative, positive. So negative, positive. To get to quadrant 3, we have to go negative, 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 negative. And then to get to quadrant 4, we go positive, negative. So that will help us answer all these. So which ones are in 4? We're looking for ones that are positive first, then a negative. So this one's negative, positive. That's backwards. Positive, negative. That one looks good. This one's positive, positive. Nope, that one's not it. So I'm going to have you go through D, E, and F. We're looking for positives, then negatives. So can you find the other 2 that are true in quadrant 4? Hey, then number 6 says match the ordered pair in the quadrant. So all we need to do is look at what order they go in, match it here. So this one has negative, negative. So we come look here. Oh, here's negative, negative. So quadrant 3 is negative, negative. So this one has positive, positive. So I come look here. Here's positive, positive. This one's in quadrant 1. So I'm going to have you try these ones. So we have negative, positive. So find the match. Negative, positive. Which quadrant is that? And then this one we have positive, negative. Which quadrant is that? So use this chart to help find those correct matches there. Okay, number 7, we are matching the line to the correct place. So A, we're looking for A here. So we can see here's 1, here's 2, so it's halfway between. So 1.5, positive, and then down 1 3/4 of the way, 3/4 of the way. So we just want to start and look for positive 1.5. So no, 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 no. Oh, here's 1. And, right, because this is also 1.5. So we have 2. We got to pay attention. I want the one that goes negative. Oh, yep, 1.75. Okay, now B. So we're going negative. There's 1.5. Not quite 2. So negative 1 3/4. So let's just, and then we go up to 3/4, not all the way to 1. So we're looking for negative 1 3/4. No, no, could be. Oh, but that one goes down. We need to go up. So 1 3/4, yes. Up 3/4 of the way, 75%, right? Is 3/4, 75 cents. So B is right here. Hey, C, we're going to go over 1.5 positive and another positive 2, not and a half, 2 1/4. So we're looking for first positive 1.5. No, 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 no. Oh, here's a positive 1.5 and then a positive 2 1/4. So there's C. Okay, I'm going to do D with you, and then I'm going to have you try E, F, and G on your own. So D, we're going not all the way to 1, so 3/4. So positive, but then I have to go negative 1. So we're looking for positive 3/4, or 0.75 first. Positive 3/4, so right here. And then it went down negative 1. So here is D. So I'm going to have you find E. So I can see E's positive, positive, F, we've got to go negative positive, and then G is negative negative. So just knowing that information right there, you could probably find the correct ones there. Okay, number 8, we're going to put these points on the number line. So in between here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Each of these is a tenth. So we have 2 and 1/10 is there. Negative 4/10. 1, 2, 3, 4/10. So I want you to do 1 1/3 and negative 1 1/8. So make sure you go all the way past the ones to get them in those right spots. And number 9, in order to ride a roller coaster at Amazing Rides Fair, a person must be at least 42 inches tall, right? An inequality. So not equal to express this situation. So I'm going to do T for tall. How tall are they? And the number I'm comparing is 42. So I'm going to get my solution set. So you have to be at least 42. So when you stand up to that bar, you have to be 42 or taller than it. So you could be 43. You could be 47 inches tall. Tell me another thing they could be and ride the roller coaster. So now we're going to ask, can they be 42 and ride the roller coaster? So if they go and they're right on the mark, can they ride the roller coaster? Yes, because that's the smallest they can be. So yes, 42 is at least 42. So these are all bigger or equal. So right here is my inequality. This is my work to prove that.